welcome back to Heather's Greenhouse. If you've been here before, glad to have you back. If you're new, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe. We had a half an inch of rain last night and everything is just so happy. I wanted to start off by showing you the ginger that I'm growing in this pot here. Now you can't leave it outside. You are going to have to overwinter it inside. But let me tell you, if you've never grown your own fresh ginger, it is another experience. It is so good and it's so easy to grow. I actually started growing that probably 5 years ago from a knob of ginger I bought at the grocery store. So I highly recommend growing you some ginger. Good morning, Chrissy. Oh, this smells so good right here. The rose. I don't know if you can see, it's got a couple of flowers on it. Not many, but a few, and it smells so good. That is a beautiful fragrance. I have succession planted some more cucumbers in these pots. And let's look over here, the left side. You can see that I do have some grass growing. It's not filled in yet, but that's okay. It will over time. I'm just glad to have something and not just a mud pit anymore. And y'all, I'm thinking about buying some more caladium corms, especially one that looks like this. I think that is so pretty, and I think I might grow some of that in a pot for inside and do that instead of the sorry, I can't think. Poinsettia. Thank you. Poinsettia are beautiful. They're great for Christmas decor, but they can be poisonous. So I try to stay away from anything that can be poisonous, even though I've never had a dog eat a plant. I just don't want to take the chance. And I do want to show you the celosia right here has fallen over from the weight of the rain. That is a volunteer and it's doing really well. And then the white caladium. That is so bright and so pretty. Y'all, if you love pink, you should grow some pink caladium. Look at how beautiful that is. And again, my husband bought me some corms. They were just a mix of a couple of different kinds, so I didn't know what colors they were going to be. And I love them. I think I'm hooked. I think I'm going to grow caladiums from here on. The petunia is really doing a lot better now that the deer are leaving it alone. The calibrachoa is coming back out. I have another caladium right there. And then we've got more zinnias. Looks like the rain broke some more of the sunflower limbs off. I'll have to clean that up. Yeah, they just broke off at the base. No worries, I'll just clean those up. The deer will love that. I'll put that outside the fence. What I've been doing is I've been throwing stuff outside the fence down where the bird feeders are. So I don't know if you can see over there, I've kind of got a pile of just decaying matter. The wildlife absolutely love it. Alright, we have got to figure out our water issue. Look at that. It's just muddy and nasty down here. And I don't know why. I mean, this is way down from the house. I don't do any watering over here, so I don't know where the water's coming from. And everything is kind of laid over and flopped over from the rain. That's okay. Once the sun comes out, it'll dry it out and everything will stand back up. This purple fountain grass is doing really good and it is so pretty. I love cutting the seed heads and putting them in cut flowers. They just kind of, I don't know, they're just fun to have them stick up above the flowers, above the vase. And I don't know if you can see this or not. Hopefully you can. This sedum is starting to come back out. It's flushing back out with new leaves. That was the one that the deer just about ate all the way to the ground. So I'm hoping that it lives and it comes back. But you know what is living and coming back that I don't want to come back? Oregano. Y'all, that oregano is more aggressive and invasive than the mint in my yard. These are the citrus trees. They're doing really well. Citrus in zone 8 can live. You do have to cover and protect it during the winter. Usually I'll double up like a frost blanket and put that over them. And that's worked for me so far. I've been growing citrus here, well, pretty much since the first summer we moved here. Now, the original lemon tree that I bought, it did not make it. It had a two for whammy where we had deer come and eat on it, and then it got really cold really fast. It just couldn't make it. The balloon flower seed heads are getting close to being ready for me to put them in a brown paper bag and store them. I'm not going to do it right now because it did rain and they are wet. You want to collect your seed heads when they're nice and dry. And y'all, this bed is just way overfilled. But look at this. You got things that are like, nope, I'm going to not just survive, I'm going to thrive. Look at that begonia. Isn't that beautiful? And that salvia. And then there is a variegated vine down in there that is desperately trying to find some sun. And this sunflower is done for. Honestly, I'm just leaving it where it's at because I know that the birds and the squirrels and all the wildlife are really going to love eating those sunflower seeds. And maybe I'll get a couple to be able to save and replant next season. And the straw flower is getting ready to bloom again for me. And there is, looks like, a seed head right there. Again, I'm going to let it dry. I know where it's at. I'm going to come collect it, put it in a brown paper bag, store it in a cool, dark place, and then next summer, I'll be able to plant them back out, and I'll be able to get more straw flower and be able to enjoy it. And the Mexican petunia are finally flowering. Unfortunately, I think my hummingbirds have already flown and migrated away. The hummingbirds normally love these, but they're late this year flowering for me. But see, isn't that pretty? And it's the perfect tubular flower shape for the hummingbirds. And again, that is a Mexican petunia. And I don't know if you can see, probably can, it's fairly aggressive. And the figs. This fig tree, I'm going to call it a tree, not a bush because it's huge, is full of figs. I don't know if you can see them or not, but they're not ripening for me. So I don't know, I'm going to leave it where it's at for now. Y'all, that thing is massive. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. It has taken up a huge chunk of this yard. And I do love eating figs as well as my family, so I don't know, maybe I'll leave it big, maybe I won't, I don't know. I guarantee you this, if I do trim it back, it'll grow right back out as big next year. It's just an aggressive grower. And the elephant ears had all flopped over yesterday, and they're all standing up again because they are like, yes, rain, thank you. So somebody had asked about zinnias. So mine are still flowering, and they do have some powdery mildew. Y'all, when I cut my zinnias to take inside to put in a vase, I pull all the leaves off of it anyway, so I don't care if it has some powdery mildew on it. I just pull those leaves off. I don't put them in the compost, I put them in the trash. I do want to point that out. If you ever have anything that has any level of disease, you do not want to put that in your compost bin. You want to put it in the trash. Y'all, look at this crazy bed. And you can see that the coffee cups elephant ear is still kind of leaning over. But look, see how it holds that little bit of rain? That is, I think, just a really cool, really fun aspect of that plant. Hopefully when the sun comes up, they'll stand back up. And then more seed heads once they're dry that I can come collect. And that Gara is just so pretty. Alright, I have trimmed on this thing twice and it is just ridiculous again. I mean, look at this eucalyptus. I might make a eucalyptus bundle to put in the shower. I don't know if y'all have ever done that before, but it's really neat. You just take some eucalyptus, bundle it together. I just tie with cotton string, and then I hang it over my shower head. When I take a shower, it smells like eucalyptus. Really cool. And I will say, if you ever have a head cold, that is a great way to fix your head cold. Take some eucalyptus into the shower with you. The eucalyptus plus the hot water will really help your sinuses open up and clean out. And our volunteer butterfly bush has blooms on it. So we'll be finding out pretty soon what color it is. kind of excited about that. It's a volunteer. I didn't plant it. I don't know what it is. I thought all of the butterfly bushes that I purchased were all sterile varieties. I didn't think they would actually create seeds and germinate. But that butterfly bush right there is proof. If something wants to procreate, it's going to be able to. It'll find a way. And then this is doing good. So you've got the coleus and you've got the fern. The cordyline didn't make it. The sedum got eaten by the deer. But the shade from the Rose of Sharon and this hibiscus provides it just enough shade in the afternoon that they're not burning and crispy. The crispiness that we do have on the ferns, I think that came from transplant shock. Number one, it wasn't in great shape when I got it. And then number two, y'all know I don't water like I should. So I think I transplanted it, forgot about it, didn't water it after the initial planting. And then by the time I realized, oh yeah, I got new plants, I need to water them, it was already crispy on some of these. So that's not from sun. That is from me being stupid. And you know what? It happens sometimes. Gardening isn't perfect. Gardening it's an experience. It's a journey. Every season is a different garden. Every year is full of surprises and fun things. And the verbena is still blooming. Alright, let's look at this. So this is celosia. I did put some celosia seeds in that bed in the springtime. The celosia that was in there died during the hot summer, during the drought. It reseeded itself. And look at all this free celosia. Then you've got the moringa tree. Y'all, I ended up leaving both these little trees in here. I know you're supposed to thin them and separate them and give them plenty of room. But, you know, the rest of my seeds didn't germinate. I only ended up with those two. And they're not growing near as fast as what I'm used to. You know, I was hoping that they would grow, flower, and set seed for me so that I could collect some seeds. I don't think it's going to do that, so I'm not hung up on trying to pick the strongest and take the other one out and all that. I'm just going to let them go. I do come out here occasionally and I will eat some of the leaves. Now y'all, it's a little peppery. I would say the taste is like a radish. You know, that kind of peppery, heat, radishy flavor? I would say that's the closest way for me to describe what moringa tastes like. And look at that lavender superbena. If you remember, this bed was absolutely full. And I thought the superbena would die because it wasn't getting enough sunlight. But look at it. It's doing really well. It's a little leggy, a little floppy where it was trying to get to sun. But that's okay. Alright, let's go check the courtyard out. Hey, Miss Willow came out to the courtyard with us. Y'all, she's got surgery on Monday, so say a prayer for her if you don't mind. Wow, look at how beautiful this volunteer salvia is. Those spires of red flowers are absolutely beautiful. And it looks like everything enjoyed the half-inch of rain that we got. The beautyberry bush over here is kind of splayed out. That's just because it was full of berries and then we had the rain and it just weighted it down. I am going to trim that back, but I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to leave all those berries for the birds. And this chrysanthemum in this pot is really starting to grow back and rebound after the deer kept eating on it. And it does have some buds, so I'm going to have some nice, beautiful fall color off of that. And then the angel trumpet vine still has a couple of flowers on it. Looks like some of them got pollinated, so I might get some seed pods. So if you want some free angel trumpet vine seeds, let me know. I'll just let me know and I'll send them to you for free. I love sharing seeds. And y'all, this rose bush, you can't even tell that it was cut back aggressively just 2 weeks ago. Look at how much it's grown. All right, until next time, happy gardening.